In this video we are going to show the comparisons between using copywriting platforms with Rytr versus Bramework and how you can utilize these platforms to quickly generate content for your blog posts, social media posts and anything you create online. So to get started, if you're new to copywriting or you're just starting out with writing blog posts, ideally you want a quick and simple way to generate content very quickly. So using platforms like these will help you to speed up that process. So with platforms like Rytr, you can head on over to rytr.me. Again, I'll leave a link below in the description and you can go and check it out. And once you sign up, you will be brought into the members area, and it's very simple to use. Like, there's no overly complicated elements about using Rytr to get started. Once you come in, the layout and the dashboard is very simplistic in what it's trying to do, because it just focuses on one particular thing, which is to write content. So you can select a language and you can also change the tone of the article that you want to write. You can set it to be an appreciative, convincing, even assertive, professional, casual. Depending on the type of content you want to write, it will generate it in a way that's perceived to be relevant to that topic, who you're trying to entertain or try to acknowledge. So depending on the outcome, you can just choose the tone that is suited to the specific topic. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it as it is, a convincing. So you can come over then to choose use case, and you can straight away select from blog idea and outline, blog writing section, brand name, business pitch ideas, call to actions, copywriting framework, even write content for emails, social media posts, Google ads, interview questions, job descriptions. Even if you're writing at CVs, you can pretty much use these platforms to do that as well. So there's a load of various tools inside. You can create like story plots, testimonials, reviews, even channel and video descriptions and ideas for your YouTube videos. So just to give you a quick overview of this tool in action, we're literally just going to start off with creating a simplified blog post and outline, just to give you an idea of how simple it is to create the process. So we're just going to click on blog idea and outline, and all you're going to do is you're going to add in a specific keyword that's going to tell the AI exactly what it needs to write. You can add in a number of variants. You can add in between 1 or 3 different types of variants. So in this case I'm just going to leave it at 1, and you can set the creativity level, whether you want to have it optimal for the length of the content, have it low, medium or high. So I'll just leave it at optimal for the time being, and all I'm going to do is click on write for me. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up a new window that will present all of the generated features. You will have access to default tools such as bold, italics, underline. You can change the various headings. You can add in bullet point lists, add in images, block quotes. You can edit and highlight the colors of the text. You can change the orientation. You can clear the formatting. You can undo any previous sections. Plus you can also remove any links or even add in links that you want to create. But the cool thing about this here is, as you can see here, it automatically adds in a load of headlines for you, both a title headline and then a load of subheadings that you can also use throughout the course of your document. So essentially what you can do here is you can literally highlight everything that's here, and you can copy it and come over to a Google Doc or a Word doc that you have opened, and then you can just copy and paste everything in so that you can use for your blog at a later stage. Essentially what you can do with this is that you can use this to create a template or a framework to show you how to structure out your blog post, so that way then you can use it and reuse the template over and over again for future blog posts. So you can always come in and you'll know exactly where to position all the headings and all the subheadings and so forth. So it will allow you to create a lot of best practices to quickly create content. So ideally what we can do here is we can highlight one of these elements and just copy it, and what we can do is we want to write like a blog section just to create a bit more content. So we can just add in some of the keywords or the topic itself, and add in some keywords just to again generate content. And once you're happy enough with the content you're providing, it's just a case of again clicking on the write for me button, and it's going to further generate even more content. And as you can see here now at the bottom, it also has generated a further selection of paragraphs and text that again you can also use to add into your documents and your content. Once you highlight specific areas of text, a box will appear where you can change specific elements. You can rephrase the written content. You can create and write additional paragraphs based off the paragraph itself that's currently written. You can continue writing even more content that will add on to that specific area or topic. So the ideas pretty much are limitless in what you can achieve. So you can literally just copy the content and again paste it into your Word doc again that you can use for later. The reason behind this is with the likes of this platform, even with the likes of Bramework and other AI content generation platforms, the one thing you do need to know is yes, you can quickly create content very quickly and effectively, and it does produce high level content, but there is a caveat with it, because it's not a case where you can just copy and paste all of those elements into a blog post and just publish it out into the world and hope that it will rank. The problem is with that is that Google will usually penalize websites for just hosting AI generated only content. What you need to do is take the content that you have generated from these platforms, go into your Word document or even into your blog post before you publish it, and tweak various elements, highlight the text and change out specific words and just rewrite sections yourself. So that way then Google will know that the content isn't just formally just generated just through AI. They'll know that it's been written or that it has various elements changed, and that in itself will also help your content to rank online. So as you can see here, you can see how quickly it is to generate content with Rytr, and you can see here that it is a very effective tool in terms of how it generates the content, that it can generate all the headlines for you. So you can essentially create an entire blog post template with only a few clicks, and it will give you a basic outline of how to structure the content moving forward. And this works perfectly, especially if you're suffering from writer's block and you're not really sure of what to do. So if we come over to the likes of the pricing on Rytr, Rytr allows you to get started with a free plan. You can sign up literally for now. There'll be a link in the description and you can get started with it for free and get a feel for how the tool works and how easy it is to use. And even on the free plan, you can generate up to 5,000 characters per month, which is ideal for getting started. Even though there is limitations on it, it's still a perfect way to understand how all these AI tools work and just to play around with them. And you do have access to various other tools and features, even a built-in plagiarism checker, so it will check Google to make sure that the content that has been generated, that it's not seen anywhere else, because Google doesn't like duplicate content. So this will allow you to do that. And as you can see here, if you opt into any of the other paid services, it will unlock additional features. You can generate more characters per month, plus the price per month is very affordable depending on the plans. If you go for the highest plan, which is the unlimited plan, you can generate unlimited characters per month, and it only works out at only $29 per month, which is the equivalent to $290 per year. Plus, not only that, with each of the paid plans you'll also get 2 months free of use, which is fantastic value for money when you compare it to the likes of other platforms, the likes of Jasper, even when you consider it to the pricing of Bramework itself, which is primarily that little bit more expensive, which we will discuss now in a second. But this here is one of the most affordable alternatives to AI copywriting tools on the internet, and it's also one of the best ones out there, considering how easy it is to use, as you've just seen, and how effective it is at generating content. This will definitely be one of the best entry points to getting started with copywriting if you're wanting to really scale your business. So again, the link will be below in the description if you want to check it out. So if we look at the Bramework platform, Bramework uses a very similar concept to that of Rytr, and like I just mentioned with the pricing, yes, it is a bit more expensive, but it does have access to some really unique features and tools and services inside. But the one thing that Bramework primarily focuses on compared to all of the other elements or other platforms is that it primarily focuses on specific blog posts, that it only focuses on one particular avenue, which is generating content for specifically blog articles, which will be ideal especially if you are creating a lot of blog posts for your websites. Now it is a bit more expensive, but you can sign up for a 7-day free trial and you can see for yourself how simple it is to generate all of the content inside, which we will just show. As you can see here, this is an article that I've recently created, and it was very simple to do. You literally just come onto the platform and all you literally need to do is highlight one of the specific tool elements. You can use the title generator, blog outlines, and you can even create content based around specific keywords. But in this case, all you want to do is highlight the AI writing assistant, create a new project, and it will bring you to this window. And what will happen is you can enter in specific keywords. You can select the tone, same as Rytr, where you can set it to professional, casual, and so forth. You can highlight the tabs at the top, and what you can do is change or even get the content generator to do the work for you to generate title headlines. And even what you can do here is you can generate paragraphs and other types of content. If you want to generate more, you can generate more from here, or if you want, you can use the green icon box at the bottom of the screen. So when when you click on them and generate more content, as you'll see, it will generate more. Also, when you highlight text, very similar to Rytr, you will get pop-up boxes that will show up, and they will allow you to change specific elements, add in more paragraphs, add in like bullet point lists or numbered lists, create like a step-by-step table of contents or other lists. You can also rephrase or reword or summarize the content that is available, and it's very simple to do. All you need to do is literally just click on generate more. It will highlight and generate even more content, and all you need to literally do is just insert it into the editor. And what it will do is it will position it and lay it out exactly as it is here. It will add in the headlines for you, it will generate paragraphs of content, but it will also add in all the subheadings. So essentially, very like Rytr, it will also create a full-on outline for a blog post. But what you can also do is you can preview it. So it will give you a quick preview of how your blog post would look if it was to be published. So you can use this as an initial framework or template just to structure your blog article. And if you're happy enough, then you can save it, although it does automatically save every time you make any changes. You can check for any type of plagiarism elements, very similar to Rytr, where it will check Google to see if there's no duplicate content. You can also publish and share the content, so if you publish it, you will need to install a WordPress plugin. So primarily this would work with WordPress, but essentially you can still use it with any other blogs that you do have. All you need to literally do is copy all of the elements inside and then just copy it over to a Google Doc as I've shown here, and then it's just a case of copy and pasting it then into your blog, website, whatever it is that you use, whether you're using free WordPress sites or Google sites or other free type of blog platforms. You can primarily do the same things, but if you do want to, you can also download and export the files. You can download them as HTML, PDF, Word document or a text file. So you can also keep a backup of the content itself, or like I just said, just copy and paste it into a Google Doc so it's online. You'll never lose it. It will always be accessible until the time you decide to delete it, so you'll never have to worry about it initially. So as you can see here, it is very simple. The concepts are almost identical to that of Rytr. They are very similar, but Bramework does have a few additional elements compared to other platforms that shows you exactly how things would look. Like even the preview feature itself is enough to show you exactly how professional looking your content will look if previewed from a blog perspective. So you can see how easy it is to utilize, and it's very simple to set up. Now, determining the overall concepts and the pricing, it really just boils down to your own preferences and what it is that you want or need. Now, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial with Bramework, which is enough to get started, and you can quickly use some of the elements inside to quickly generate content, which you can use just to add into like a Google Doc so that you can set up and create a template for future blog posts, or just to give you a few ideas. Or what you can do is you can sign up on Rytr with the free plan, and now you are limited to 5,000 characters per month, so there is a heavy limit on it, but it's still enough, like I mentioned. I mean, as you can see here, you can do the same things as well. Create an outline for a couple of articles or blog posts, and then reuse that and create the templates around it so that you can rewrite and structure your content further down the line. Plus, if you do decide to opt in to any of the paid alternatives or features, they are affordable for the most part, but Rytr would definitely be the most affordable, especially if you're on a budget and you are restricted to how much money you have with regards to creating content with your side hustles, or if you're trying to build an online business and you're trying to do it in the most cost effective way. Rytr primarily would be the best alternative to help you get started. But either platform, whichever one you decide to utilize, they're both fantastic platforms in their own right. They both can generate really high level professional content, and they do have enough unique features inside that will help you to take those steps in the right direction to building your business and creating very effective and professional content that your audience and your viewers will love. But it really just depends on your own preferences, so whichever you decide, again, it's totally up to you. But if you are interested, I'll leave links below in the description so that you can go and gain access to them. And if you have found this video to be useful and you would like to see more type of content around other alternatives and comparisons around other copywriting platforms and even other alternative tools that you can use to create your business and bring it to the next level, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated when future videos are released. And in the meantime, if you are looking for any other alternatives or other comparisons of different types of tools that you can also use, I'll leave a link here on the screen to another playlist that you can also check out with other tools and features that you can also use to scale your business to the next level. So be sure to check them out, and I will see you all over in the next one.